Colombia, a rising, diverse, and vibrant country with lively cities. Thanks to its geological location, there are a wide range of ecosystems.
Can you hear it?
Colombia has 7 different climate zones, starting in the vast Andean region, with altitudes reaching 20,000 feet. It's coffee-growing region where the smoothest coffee in the world is harvested, down to the dense jungles of the Amazon and the Orinoco region, the extensive coasts in the Caribbean and Pacific Oceans, to the far-reaching eastern plains. Colombia is known for its valleys, moorlands, warm water beaches, caves, deserts, canyons, jungles, and rivers that change colors. Which country has the greatest diversity of flowers in the world? Colombia. What about orchards, and palms, and exotic birds, and frogs? Colombia. Which country has the largest diversity of fruits per square foot, where you can try a different fruit every single day for an entire year? That's right, Colombia. Our country is home to 10% of the entire planet's wildlife. Colombia is also its people. Our talent has allowed us to achieve great goals. A Nobel Prize in Literature, one of the most acclaimed cultural contemporary artists. Entrepreneurs, researchers, artists, and athletes have shown the rest of the world that in the land of magical realism, we are capable of making dreams a reality when others thought it was impossible. Colombia's cultural mix comes from indigenous Spanish and African backgrounds, and it has shaped our rich traditions with an assortment of flavors, rhythms, colors, and destinations that make unique magical experiences for millions of tourists from around the world. In the country of magical realism, joy runs in our veins with spirited rhythms like vallenato, cumbia, oro, champeta, bambuco, guabina, salsa, or joropo, which are present in every traditional Colombian celebration throughout the year. An economy growing faster than the regional average, where 48 million people are determined to take the country to the next level. Colombia has attracted investors from around the world due to its business-friendly environment. It is a strong and steady nation, as well as a welcoming and joyful country. Colombia has gained international recognition with its products and services. If we could only see the world through Colombian products, every morning in Asia, they would be having breakfast with the smoothest coffee in the world. In Europe, they would be enjoying our exotic fruits. And in America, every important ceremony would be adorned with our wide variety of flowers. Come and soak up the sun, enjoy the cold, travel, and celebrate with us. Here we smile as if joy could be exported. Here you are greeted as if being friendly were law, and enjoy doing it as if it were our duty. Here there are vibrant and caring people who believe in reconciliation and integration as acts of hope and progress. On behalf of my country, I invite you to experience it with the hope that you will become one of our millions of ambassadors of magical realism and showcase to the world the best of Colombia.
By in case we need interpretation, okay? Use your chat if you have any questions, although because of time, we may not be able to get them to all, but we'll do the best that we can. With that, let's go ahead and get started. And I'd like to present our guest today. I'd like to present the Honorable Liliana Rosales. Consul Rosales is the Consul Deputy of Colombia, based in Houston, Texas. The consulate covers all of Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. She supports the Consulate General of Colombia in the areas of social distance and community protection focused on legal support. Consul Rosales, welcome to our conference in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Good afternoon. Thank you, all of you, for the invitation. Thank you for the Red Cross for this invitation. It's an honor for us, for the Consulate General of Colombia, to present our country, to have these spaces with you, with this space with you. And the first thing I want to say is I want to apologize because of my English. I am from a city, as you saw, Sofia Vergara. I know all of you know her and the way she speaks. I'm from her city. We are from the same city. Our Spanish is a little stronger, and that's why it's a little hard for us, the pronunciation in English as well as you used to hear it.
No problem.
I'm
Consul,
here for you, all for
well,
you.
yes, and thank you for joining us. Consul, what I'd like to do is I have some questions that I'd like to ask you, and we appreciate if you just want to respond, and we'll go from there. So question number one, what is the meaning of Hispanic Heritage Month?
I think it's the opportunity that as a country we have with the United States citizen to share our costumes, culture, our food. I think the most important thing is that we can connect each other cultures. And for us as a Colombian, we feel in Houston, Texas, especially, we feel a very, very strong connection, cultural connections. I think we have so many similar culture, talking about culture in food, in the lifestyle, in the way we live there. We have so many things similar here. The opportunities, the way, it's incredible what I'm going to say, but the way we work is very similar with the way we find or here to work. I mean, ¿es clear for me? ¿Está bien explicado? Si quieres traducir un poco.
Very clear.
Incluso la forma de trabajar.
Yes. Even our work ethics and the way we operate is very similar.
Absolutely, we have a lot of similarities, ¿verdad?
Yes, many.
Good. Next question. When is Colombia's National Day?
Okay, your official history talks about 20 July 1810, but the reality for the modern history is that the July 20, 1810 began with a dispute between Creoles and officials from the Spanish crown, but it ends on August 7, 1819, 9 years later. That's why we say today, if you can hear from the history that is 20 of July 1810, but the real independence ends on August 7, 1819.
Okay, thank you. How does the Colombian community celebrate their National Day?
We celebrated both days. We used to do both the 20th of July and 7 August. August the 7th, I'm sorry. We do it with military ceremonies, with let me tell a little better, with military parade over downtown in Bogota, which also is the president's house that is called Palacio de Nariño, marching bands, warplanes, painting the sky with the colors of our flag. And also, we work, that day begins the Congress year. Is connected with Congress year opens, and the presidential mandate begins that day also.
Okay, a lot of celebration, right?
Yes.
Next question, how would you describe the influence of Colombian culture in Texas, such as food, música, folklore, etc., etc.?
Our culture is placed in Texas. From food, we have more than 18 restaurants here in Houston, Katy, and its surrounding areas, which music is recognized today as one of the best in the world, with Shakira, with her music and her dance, Maluma with this pop and Latin reggaeton music today, Carlos Vives, the vallenato, as you can hear it here, and you hear those musics here in Houston, in Texas, and different places. With the food, we have so many products you can find here in Texas: fruits, vegetables, snacks as chocolate, processed food as coffee. You can find frozen breads. I'm sorry. Of course, the flowers. That our flower is the orchid, but the most important in exportation is the rose. The roses you find here, most of them are coming from Colombia. I think we have so many things connected in Texas. I mean, Texas can find so many products. We have manufacturing production here also. Technology in Austin, we have a lot of important works with technology also. In medicine, petroleum companies. We have a CEO, Colombian CEO in a very important petroleum company is a Colombian woman. I think we have so many. The judge of the Harris County is a Colombian woman. We have a very important people in NASA. I think Colombian citizens are all over Texas doing their best and giving their best to this state.
Great. I'd like to add that I'm a musician, and for many years I played in bands, and La Cumbia.
Of course.
Cumbia is, we know that comes from your area, and very popular here in Texas.
It's so popular, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Next question. Can you tell us a little bit about the Venezuelan immigration to Colombia and the role of the Red Cross in that situation?
The Red Cross is a very important institution in Colombia. It is involved in the Colombian social development. We are, as Colombia is a very developed country in South America. We have a 17% of poverty today, and the Red Cross works a lot about with the Colombian poverty, helping in humanity rights, helping in environmental works, helping with health. Red Cross has very important programs now with the situation with Venezuela. They are being leaders on this with these communities, helping the Venezuelans that are in Colombia right now in a very in a stable position, because they are from Venezuela, they are not from Colombia, they don't have some rights, as I say. I mean, they don't have health, students, the kids, they don't have the opportunity to study there. Colombia has been doing their best. We've been giving we've been giving them our hands as a country, but we keep being a poverty country to work for both. I mean, for Colombian poverty and Venezuelan poverty. Mm-hmm. And Red Cross, I think, has been a leader in this process. They've been working with the Colombian government in the Venezuelan crisis. They've been bringing to Colombia so many aportes. Contributions from all over the world. It is a very respectful entity in Colombia, the Red Cross.
That's great.
So it's a very active institution.
What are some of the services that the Red Cross provides there?
The Red Cross has so many programs. They are working in leading environmental programs. They are leading health, as I say, health programs. They give food for the Venezuelan families, mm-hmm. trying to give them habitación.
Yes, lodging or
more than lodging, looking for spaces to live. They are building.
Okay,
building houses, little houses for the Venezuelans who comes without anything to Colombia. They are working with medicines, with the health. They are apporting medicines, apporting so many opportunities for job. They're bringing them so many opportunities. They are helping with ayudándolos a crear empresas.
Helping them start businesses or entrepreneurs, micro business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Red Cross is doing a lot of different things.
So many in different ways.
Okay.
So many different things and in many different ways, in health, environmental, work, jobs, entrepreneurship. I mean, with the Venezuelan also. I mean,
right. Thank you.
Just with the Colombian.
Let me ask you, can you tell us what are some organizations that Colombians participate there in the greater Houston area? Organizaciones in Houston.
More than organizations, I think we have a lot of organizations, beginning with the Carnival. The Carnival, the Barranquillas Carnival is the second carnival of the world. It's the most important folklore event for Colombia. And this year, on January 23, 2020, the mayor, Sylvester Turner, proclaimed the Carnival of the Barranquillas Carnival here in Houston. He created that day as an institution day for the Carnival of the Barranquillas Carnival in Houston. That is so important for us as a culture. But I think we have more than just organizations. I think we have, as I said before, we have so many important people being leaders as immigrants, as a Colombian immigrants here. As I said one of them before.
Okay. How big is the Colombian community in the Texas Gulf Coast region? How big is it?
We have about 150 Colombian citizens in this. I'm sorry, 150,000 Colombian citizens
50,000
around the Gulf, the Texas Gulf.
I live in South Texas. Does that include that, or do you think there's another group here?
I'm talking about the Gulf area.
The Gulf Coast. Yes.
I think the most population is in Dallas, Austin, Houston. I include Katy and the surroundings area. San Antonio also, I think, are the most important population. We have some Colombian citizens.
Actually, you beat me. I was going to ask you where's the most populated areas. You mentioned those large cities.
Yes, the large cities.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. And getting to the end, what are your recommendations, Consul, to reach out to the population of Colombians during the times of disasters? ¿Qué recomendaciones?
Really, we work together with the Department of States. I think we have a protocol, beginning with our relations with the institutions, the city institutions, as the mayor, the Department of States, the different counties. We're working together with them when there is a disaster. They are the first who let us know how many Colombians could be in the situation. Also, we have a database here where we know where are our Colombians depending on the disaster. At the same time, we have protocol from our country, for the Minister of
Foreign Affairs.
Foreign Affairs, thank you. From the Minister of Foreign Affairs, we connect the relations with the city and with our protocol, where we, for example, when Harvey, the first thing was reaching out for our people and beginning to work, looking for hotels, shelters, providing them their necessities in the moment they were leaving. We have different protocols depending on if it's a disaster as a hurricane, if it's a fire, if it's depending on the disaster, we have different protocols to protect our Colombian citizens.
Great, great.
All together, as I say, all working so close, with the Department of States.
Okay, thank you. And the last question, la última pregunta, and I'm going to say, I'm going to ask you this in Spanish, okay, and to our audience.
Yes.
I'm going to ask about the typical foods that are offered there. ¿Cuáles serán los platillos típicos que un colombiano incluiría en un menú de día normal para el desayuno, la comida y la cena? ¿Qué son platos típicos?
Something we have in connection with Texas. We eat a lot as you. We eat a lot as you, and we have so many great food as Texas. I think Texas is one of the best places you can eat. In Colombia we have, en español, tenemos, nuestra comida se basa de acuerdo a las regiones. Colombia está dividida en 5 regiones.
Colombia is divided into 5 main regions.
De cada región tiene, digamos que su estilo de comida, su manera de, su alimentación es diferente unas de otras.
Each region has its own proper, food, gastronomy, and the way they eat.
Pero todas son muy buenas.
But they're all great.
Por ejemplo, vamos a poner el ejemplo en el Caribe. We're talking about the carnival. I'm going to talk about that place, for example. El desayuno, bueno, en toda Colombia nos gusta mucho comer harina. Se come mucha harina.
We eat a lot of starch. We eat a lot of flour. So we like that a lot everywhere.
In just one plate. In just one dish, I say. Pero digamos el desayuno en la costa se come un huevo, una arepa de huevo, una arepa que lleva huevo adentro y carne y se le pone picante, cuando se va comiendo, pues se lo vas comiendo con picante. Comemos algo que se llama el bollo de yuca se hace un bollo. Y algo que llamamos el suero, es el queso licuado, por decirlo, obviamente se prepara, lo venden, es como un cream cheese, más o menos, un poco más líquido.
Let me translate for those who don't speak Spanish. In the morning, for breakfast, we eat an egg and corn flour, like a gordita, is like a little puff. It's called arepa. And we also add some cheese,
It has egg inside.
It has egg inside. You can put some spicy, hot sauce, and then you add some melted cheese or melted cheese. So that's for breakfast.
La carimañola, todo frito. La carimañola es la que te digo de yuca. Es como una harina de yuca también rellena por dentro.
The alternative is harina yuca, which is made of cassava flour. It was called yuca in Spanish, and it is a little different kind of starchy, little bread that you fill inside.
Yes, of course, with the coffee, with our coffee, and always we work with the fruits. Colombia has so many variety of fruits, and we also have fruits in our breakfast.
Okay. Okay.
La comida en Colombia, que es importante decir, es totalmente hecha en el momento en que la vamos a comer. Nosotros we don't work with the frozen food. We don't know about that. We don't have frozen foods there.
Fresh food.
Yeah, everything is fresh food. En el almuerzo, el plato, hay 3 platos muy famosos de Colombia en el mundo, que son el sancocho, que es el de la costa para el almuerzo, el ajiaco, que es, digamos, el especial en Bogotá, la capital, y la bandeja paisa, que si nos da el tiempo ahorita la pueden ver, que es de la segunda ciudad más importante de Colombia, que es Medellín.
There are 3
muy
major
dishes. Por las mujeres hermosas, ¿no?
Yes. Well, she's a proud Colombian woman, who, she is
from that place, from Medellin.
She's promoting
They're always asking
the ladies
us, where
from
are the
Medellin.
Medellin girls?
Medellin is one of the major cities, but she's telling that there's 3 main dishes for lunch. One is ajiaco,
Yeah.
which is
It's a soup. Todos son sopas.
it's a soupy. These are soupy. They're saucy. They're kind of stews that include some meat and some other vegetables.
El ajiaco is 4 kinds of potatoes.
4 kinds of potatoes.
Pollo.
Chicken.
Tiene mazorca. Va preparada con una crema de leche.
Corn.
Alcaparras, no sé aquí cómo se llama.
Capers.
Arroz.
And rice.
Y cilantro.
And cilantro.
Yeah.
That is the ajiaco.
De ajiaco.
Which is from
Bogotá.
Bogotá. The capital city of Bogotá is in high altitude, and they have very rich food.
El sancocho, que es el de la costa.
Sancocho is from the coast.
Oh my God, there is so many harinas.
You're making us hungry, Consul.
Wow. The sancocho has potato, plátano,
Plantain.
Yuca. There is another
Cassava.
Auyama, que aquí es, la auyama es la naranjita, que aquí se llama, oh my gosh.
Tangerine.
No, es una naranja que se hace en sopas.
It's a kind of orange that you use in soups and
Here, you can find it here.
Yeah.
Auyama es, no es cassava.
Auyama. No, let's call it it's like an orange.
It has chicken, meat, and pork.
The 3 for every taste. It combines
it has corn,
the 3 meats.
It has corn also, cilantro. Todo en una sola sopa.
And then the third one, the featured dish for today is the bandeja paisa, which means it's like a little tray with a variety of foods. And we have a video that features that, kind of recommended by Consul Deputy Rosales. And we're getting close to the end of this session. Yes. So without further ado, we would like to share that video. And we want to thank.
We also have here in Houston more than 18 Colombian restaurants. You can taste it, all of them.
Good.
Very good food.
A enseñar un plato que es de los más representativos y tal vez el plato más reconocido internacionalmente de la cultura gastronómica colombiana, y es la bandeja paisa. La bandeja paisa es un plato que es muy variado en ingredientes, tiene 9 ingredientes principales y básicos. Carne de res, que en este caso es de corte delgado, tocino, que lo hemos cortado previamente en tira larga y a su vez hemos hecho incisiones de esta manera. Chorizo, que su ingrediente principal es de cerdo, acá lo tenemos ya cocido. Frijol rojo, arroz blanco, arepa antioqueña cocida. Tenemos también tajadas de plátano maduro cortadas y huevos. Para la preparación vamos a iniciar con el tocino, con el chicharrón. Entonces tenemos ya la tira como lo había descrito anteriormente. Vamos a proceder a agregarle sal. Vamos a tratar de que quede bien esparcida y que no sea mucha. Luego con la mano afianzamos la sal para que se introduzca bien. Y procedemos a ponerlo en el aceite, a sumergirlo en el aceite que debe estar previamente caliente. Escuchen ese sonido, está espectacular. Ahora vamos a fritar el chorizo, también con el aceite caliente. Ahorita vamos a proceder con las tajadas maduras. Vamos a sumergirlas en el aceite caliente. Y las vamos a dejar sofreír hasta que estén doradas. Bueno, ahora vamos a freír el huevo en suficiente aceite. El huevo lo vamos a cocinar dependiendo del grado de dureza que deseemos de la yema. En este caso, para mí este es el término ideal. La yema está todavía blandita y está jugosa. Entonces tenemos la carne y la vamos a adobar. Yo le puse un poquitico de aceite en la superficie. Vamos a adobarla con un poquito de pimienta negra. Y sal. Le vamos a integrar los condimentos. Ya tenemos los ingredientes preparados de la bandeja paisa. Ahora vamos a proceder con el emplatado. Como pueden ver, esto es una delicia. Bueno amigos, esto es todo por hoy. Los esperamos la siguiente semana con una nueva receta de nuestra gastronomía colombiana en el canal de YouTube. Feliz tarde.